Ahoy hoy, it's Trevor, and a while back I made a video about planning to get a shot of the International Space Station flying in front of the sun. Now, back then I had a pretty ridiculous beard, and it looked like I kind of got lost in the woods for a few weeks. But mercifully, that problem is now solved. On that last video, I showed a website called transitfinder.com, and it told us that from Montreal, the space station was going to fly in front of the sun on February 13th and February 14th, 2 days in a row, which is pretty rare. I also showed how I was going to get video of it using my phone on my telescope. So how did it go? February 13th, we got everything set up at the park. We had our watches ready at 4:08 p.m. and 35 seconds. The cameras were rolling. But it was just slightly too cloudy, and at the moment the space station was supposed to fly over, I couldn't see it on my screen as I was recording. And when I reviewed the footage, it just wasn't visible. It was just too cloudy to be able to see it. But the next day, February 14th, Valentine's Day, it was super clear out, so we set up again at Parc La Fontaine here in Montreal. We had our telescopes ready, my phone was recording, my friend David was there helping out, and he had his watch ready to go. And at 3:21 p.m. and 47 seconds, the space station was supposed to fly in front of the sun for a really short time, just 1.4 seconds. So, did it work? Well, here's the raw video and audio while David was counting and another friend was looking at the sun with another telescope while we were set up.
Seconds, so it should come through in about 10 seconds. You got it now?
Yeah.
Okay. 35, 36, 7, 8, 9, 40, now.
Oh, God!
Was that awesome or what?
That was so cool!
So yes, it totally worked. It totally worked. The flyover happened at exactly the moment that Transit Finder said it would, and I saw it on the screen while it was recording. It was really cool to see it. Now, it went by pretty quick there, and it was pretty small, so you may not have noticed it. So let's slow down and zoom in on that footage. So the space station will first appear on the left-hand side where this arrow is, and then it'll streak across the surface and end at this arrow on the right-hand side. It's still quite small, so let's zoom in a little bit more when it first appears. And here it is as it exits the surface. Now, here's a photo of the space station taken from space, and those large solar panels kind of make an H shape. Are we able to see that in our own footage? What I've done is I've taken a single frame from the video and done some adjustments to it. I've increased the contrast, I've changed the brightness, and though it's not perfect, you can really start to see that H shape of the space station. And just as a final thing, we'll change the color of the sun a bit so it actually looks like the sun. Now, this is certainly not the best photo of the International Space Station flying in front of the sun. There are many others out there who have taken fantastic shots, but I do want to emphasize a few points. First, the ability to predict this. Using a free website, we were able to know at the exact second when the station would fly in front of the sun. That's really cool. A free tool letting us do that. Second, I took this video with my smartphone, something that I casually carry around in my pocket, and the vast majority of people probably do too. So you might even be watching this on a phone. You can use your phone to get footage just like this. Third, using that phone, it was taken with a pretty affordable telescope. This is not high-end equipment that I'm using here. My telescope costs about $350 Canadian, which is far less than most modern smartphones actually cost. Probably less than the smartphone you have in your pocket or the one you may be watching with right now. So my point here, while this does take some dedication and some practice, the tools to do this are within the grasp of most people who are interested in taking a shot like this. Now, I've watched a space station fly overhead at nighttime probably hundreds of times, and I love showing it to people, especially first-timers who've never seen it before. And they're often amazed at how quickly it goes around the Earth. It goes around our planet every 90 minutes. And 90 minutes around our planet, that means it's moving at about 7 kilometers per second. And when you see it flying overhead at night, you can easily track it in the sky for several minutes. It looks like a slow-moving dot. Because it's relatively easy to spot and moving slowly across the sky, you kind of lose sense of how fast it's really moving up there. But I think seeing it from this unique perspective, as it flies in front of the sun for just a brief moment, it makes that insanely fast speed of 7 kilometers per second feel much, much more tangible. And I constantly have to remind myself that on that little dot are living, breathing, real humans. I hope you've found this brief video series informative and instructive. Thanks for watching. See you soon.